Welcome back to another Hobby Night video. We're jumping back into Drive Beyond Horizons. We're still trying to get this piece of junk up and going. We're still battling for those last 4 parts. We had
Hey there, listeners.
no luck in the last run. I don't think we found a single one of these trucks. Hopefully there was an update recently. I don't know, maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. Who knows? How's everybody doing? I've had a heck of a day. We've had a lot of rain in this part of the country. And my living room's been flooding all day. So I've been having to mop every couple hours. That's been pretty awesome. I guess it could be worse though. Sit back and get some miles in. I know I've been putting, starting to put this poll down, well not really like a poll, but in the pinned comment, I'll have some games down there. I'm looking to branch out. Like, I know most of y'all have come for the Drive Beyond Horizons content, which is a fun game. I do love it, and I intend to keep playing it. But I'm looking to branch out and do some more stuff. And it seems like, you know, like I tried to do an Oblivion video. It didn't do very well. But I imagine most of you guys came for Drive Beyond Horizons. So is there something in that list down there that maybe y'all would be interested in? Like I know, like maybe it's car related stuff. So I put in Car Mechanic Simulator. I think Death Road's Tournament, which is a deck building car battle game. From an indie developer. It's a pretty cool game. It is punishingly difficult though. There is Keep Driving, which is a newer indie game that came out. That one seemed pretty interesting, like a side-scrolling 2D type of thing, but some form of, not really deck building, but strategy type of game to it. And then there's some other stuff that I just enjoy playing thrown in there too. Shoot me some ideas. I'm not really... I know I've gotten the suggestion... thought I popped a tire. I've gotten the suggestions to do My Summer Car and Mon Bazoo, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff really isn't my cup of tea. Like, this is... I like these kind of driving games. They're a bit more laid back. Those seem, especially like the racing element to those games being so predominant. I don't mind a racing game. One of my favorite games of all time is Need for Speed 2 Underground. Or Need for Speed Underground 2. But the complexity of those two games, not my cup of tea. Trailer. And, you know, I have a ton of stuff in my games library and love to try to play, but, you know, I don't want to, I'll, you know, go out and buy some stuff if it's cheaper. Although I did find, I think I'm going to try to stick with indie games for the most part, since that seems to be, a lot of folks seem to like that, and I tend to like indie games more than AAA for the most part. I did find this one goofy game. Once again, it's another deck builder. Get Yoked. I saw some other creators playing it, and it just seems so absurd and right up my alley. It's a game about becoming a a completely unrealistic bodybuilder by using cards and spending them as exercises and getting abnormally large. It's pretty funny. Very simple game, but seemed like it would be fun. So I do have that installed. I might play that later. Just looking for some other fun options. What do we got? Oh, I thought that tree was something. It was kind of clipping in weird. Thought we had some kind of weird, like two cars spawn in on top of each other type of thing. Like, I'm really hoping we can get this challenge here finished today, because there's another kind of fun one I want to try involving modifying the settings. I'm not very good at games, I think, so it's a pretty punishing idea, and it's more of like, let's see how long I can last kind of thing. I want to dial up some of the difficulties a little bit. Updates that they put in, the game does feel a little better. They said they optimized some of how the cars handle. Oh, did I blow a tire? Yep. No, blew 2 tires. And, 3 tires. Holy cow. I'm just, rough shape here. I think I just want to throw on my extras here. But yeah, they fixed the stability of certain cars and other features, so I'm hoping that means, like, I want to give the what do they call that, the Toyota, I want to give that truck another try. Maybe they stabilize the suspension a bit. Oh gosh, that one's... There you go. Alright. Because that tire's probably about to blow too. Yep. Okay. At least we have 4 matching tires. Trying not to use up my proper tires so that I always have 4 on hand in case we get the other parts. At this point, we're on a steady growth pattern. I think last I looked at it, I think I was in the low 90s on subscribers. We're getting there. It's not too bad for, I don't know, probably maybe a month's worth of work at this point. And, you know, I know early on when I started pumping out the content versus where I'm at now, drastic difference. And I know I still got a ton of room to grow, so I'm trying to pick up new skills, trying to learn how to better use my audio equipment. I do have this new microphone. I went with the HyperX Quadcast, and I feel like even out of the box, without really messing with too much, sounds a lot better. noticed in one of my previous videos, I think it was the Oblivion video actually, I think the bass, like the low end of my voice, was a little too loud. So I dialed that back a bit. I do have a bassy voice, but it was a bit too much over the microphone. So I went in and put an equalizer filter in the OBS and dialed that down a little bit. Did a couple of test runs before I started filming this, and it seemed to sound alright. Alright, I did hear something about these, and I kind of want to experiment with it. Let's see, let's take a baby. I heard that she put stuff in there. Okay. Okay, so it does. The baby didn't fit in there too well. But these things apparently, come on, wriggle out of there. We'll just leave that baby in there. But they duplicate an item. That's cool to know. I've been passing those up the whole time. And that would be super useful for things like, you know, if you're missing an indicator, or like for us right now, I'm missing a second one of these. If I were to put that in there, I would have gotten a second one out of it. Super useful to know. And, you know, I don't think that's cheating. That is game intended. That's not, I thought it was going to be like a duplication glitch or something weird like that. So that's why I did it with the baby, but, no, that's, confirmed. Got any sponges up here? Getting tired of looking at these windows. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I don't really want it that bad. Alright, back on the road. We'll need to stop for food and water apparently pretty soon. I was toying around with possibly trying to find a copy of Need for Speed Underground 2 and playing that for old time's sake, but I couldn't find anything that like felt safe to download. Like I couldn't find like what I felt was a reputable site. There's a lot of like, you know, piratey kind of sites, and I don't want to do that kind of thing. Especially with this computer that's got all my my streaming stuff on it. Hey! Alright, we don't have one of those. Man, it is incredibly bright. Ah! Alright, so we've got some pedals. Let's go look at ours. And it'll say now if they're original parts or not. That one is not. I think that one I was looking at when we exploded the room was the right one. I think these are Mustang pedals. Yeah. Now, where did that go? This room is just blinding. Clean out some of the trash. Hey, side window. Nice. That's one. I did see a tail light in there, and we need one of those. Why is there 5 back doors here? I don't remember which side it was, though. I don't think this is the right one. Yeah, we have that one already. Oh. Yeah, that's the wrong side. There it is. Alright. That one's not, because that's the same pedal as that one, so it's not the right pedal still. We found it at least. Let's see. Another tire. I think we got everything there. Let's take the tires. Alright, so one side window. Right tail light. And fender indicator. And we're good. Oh wait, and clutch pedal. Apparently. I thought we had them all, but apparently that's on the list too. Yeah, that's a ton of those tires. I don't think I've seen that many in one spot before. That was pretty good stop. Oh wait, did I put my clutch back in? But I can't say. Take one. I think I got it in there. Yeah. useful stuff there. We're getting there. What? Why did we just... Why'd you just die? That's super weird. I had a full tank of gas. And the fuel economy on this truck has been phenomenal leading up to this. What? How did that happen? Glad I grabbed this extra drum then. What do we got? Got nothing in the side. Is there going to be any cars here? Hey, what is the luck, man? And it's got a side window in it. I don't think that's right. I feel like, yeah, there has to be, there's a specific side. The lights in here do not work. So these are apparently side dependent. Yeah, because it'll turn green now if it's the right part. It'll turn yellow if it's okay, but not the right part. So this is 50. Yeah. So this is not the right part. It does have a nice new radiator though. Rather than cleaning ours up, we'll put that one in there. Let's go drink and eat. Holy cow, man, they made the game dark. New update is not nice as far as light is concerned, man. Those lights are on, right? Really makes the flashlight more important, I think. Because the night vision is handy, but it's handy for finding parts. The flashlight would be pretty dang useful right now. So these two are original parts, I think. Yeah. And then this one, we got to find the right clutch for. I don't think there's any more in there. Don't think there's anything that I'm missing in here. That's outside. What was that? I touched something in there. It kind of looked like our window a little bit. All right, let's move on. So we've got, what did we get out of this? Oh, we need to check for taillight. No, no taillight attached. All right. So we ended up not getting anything out of that. Got our hopes up and everything. I think I need to look up on the wiki what the clutch pedal looks like again. I think it's pretty darn close to that pedal that we've been using, or the brake pedal, I guess, but what about you? You got any C18 parts for me? Nope. No luck. We've got plenty of tires now. Nope. I have to say, this thing drives pretty well on the van tires. The like off-roady kind of tires, they do pretty well. It doesn't, it turns good. It doesn't feel weird or sluggish. Okay. I got another one of these. Question is, what do we duplicate? Well, because if we duplicate the window, it will be the left side window, so that won't work. We need to duplicate the light, I think. Watch this. I lose it. And then I'm hunting back for 2 lights again. Alright, that's cool. Alright, original part. Original part. We should be 51. Yep. Go up there. Let's do it. Watch out for the yucca trees. They will, you will hit them. They are not spectral things like the rocks seem to be. I haven't seen one of these with the staircase in a bit. Some junk. Another pedal, which is probably the same pedal that I keep picking up. Yep, we'll get it eventually. I do love how the attention this game is getting as far as from its developer. It's doing a great job, man. It's update after update. It's, you know I'm a small channel that nobody listens to, but it does feel like, I'm noticing something, and then next thing you know, that's getting fixed. That is a great job for the developer to be on it, like they know what's going on. Go ahead and get rid of all of them. We got enough tires now. Go back to the regulars. Like the siphoning fuel thing, that was pretty cool. I really do like the new UI for the showing the fullness rather than just like the number. You see the visual bar. I like that. On like your gas tank and stuff like that, containers. But the original part thing, that one has to be chef's kiss. That one's the best. A lot of the stuff looks so like, you know, you can't really get a good look at it, so it's hard to tell comparatively, you know, what it is. You just find a part on the side of the road, you don't know what it is. The only way they can make that better would be to like just change the name of it to like you know, C18 rim, or you know, whatever the part is, C18 back door. What? One of those tires wasn't new? It's okay. I have new ones up there. I'm just going to put that on for now. They're just doing such a great job updating this game. I did see that it got... I haven't checked Steam again to see if it got remedied, but I saw that they had another... got some zombies walking around, another... they got taken down, I'm assuming, for another fraudulent claim. I think there's a rival studio that has it out for them or something. But they keep taking it down on Steam, and then they keep fighting it, and Steam keeps putting it back up, so... I'm not sure if it's back up yet at the time of this recording, but I know some of y'all were trying to get it the other day, and we're having some issues. But if it's not, I'm sure it will be soon. Because I guess it's stemming over their title screen, the music that they play on the title screen. I guess another developer used that same royalty-free music clip. Man, my tires. So I guess the ones that I had sitting up there were not as good as I thought. Used the same royalty-free clip, and or at least the same piece of it, and whoops, that's probably an easier way to do it. And wants to fight for it, basically. It's the same. Whoa! Oh no. Where's my entire roof rack just got yeeted into outer space. At least I have my tire. That's problematic. Should be interesting now if I blow a tire this time. Alright. Get back on the road, I guess. While we have tires. Oh, how convenient. Lifesaver. Got some zombies. There we go. That deals with that. Oh. Nothing. All that for nothing. What we can grab is at least some tires. See if we can get a couple of pairs at least of anything. White wall. There's no white wall rim over here. I mean, we could rock a couple of these. Yeah, this was a rough stop. Bunch of zombies and not much else. That's only 1 liter. Not worried about it. Check our oil. Still okay. Let's clean that engine up. Might as well grab that oil too while we're here. Nobody wants a cruddy engine. Battery looks kind of crappy too. All right. Kind of disappointing we lost our roof rack. Have to keep an eye out for another one of those. Someday we'll build that truck. I imagine it's very slow, but someday. Big truck again. Hold on, let me hop out real quick, see what kind of gas they got. Petrol. Nope, no helpful. Not helpful to us. Oh no, I don't have a replacement. I gotta keep rolling. Alright, let's see if there's some van wheels here. Oh, we got the roof rack again. I feel like something they did with the update had to mess with tire life, because that is rough. Alright, so there's at least a tire we can put on the rim. That's something. Let's go grab the van tire just in case we need it. Tell you, man, today has come in waves. We're still on the struggle bus, but I feel like we at least got a cushy seat. Let's stop. We're in the need of tires. I do gotta turn my engine off because our fuel economy is apparently gone now. Oh, there's a mine here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I can hear it ticking though. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Take that stuff with us. Their big truck. Someday. need a double garage, like the tire shop, with 2C18s in it. That's what we need. I'll get greedy and request that. I think this is the one that has the diesel added. No, I don't think so, because I think in this game, diesel, yeah, diesel's red. I'm not sure if that's an international thing or an American thing or state to state thing, but where I'm at in America, diesel is green and regular gas is usually black. Tires. That's what we need. Just give me all the tires. I don't even care if they match at this point. I just want to get down the road. Some music on. Getting a little quiet. I would love to do this multiplayer. I think I've seen some folks do that. It seemed pretty fun. I think it's definitely one of those games. Oh, ran out of gas. Where there's not much in the way of story, so it's like the fun is what you make. So I think bringing somebody else in and then finding your own shenanigans to get involved in, that seems fun to me. Bring our barrel with us just in case we can fill it up later, but we're running on hopes and dreams, baby. Turn some lights on. Like, I like to do cabin view driving. It's pretty nice. But like at the higher speeds, like it feels like you really need to be in third person to watch out for that weird wobble that you can get sometimes.
All right,
This game loves to throw you curveballs.
Hi, it's Phil. My car started making this weird noise like a cat stuck in a blender.
Why does your car make strange noises or
Okay, didn't thought that they were so much thing to do with a car.
And by the way, if your car makes too much noise, close all the doors and windows. This will reduce the engine's volume just like in real life. Isn't that crazy?
Real life? What are you talking about? Are you...
Yeah, it's all petrol still. No, thank you. Yeah, when you get the wobbles in this game, like driving with a keyboard is, hard to get those little corrections, and the wobbles can get out of control real quick. Although I do think that they made some updates in there, and it seems to really help with the stability of the vehicles. I haven't seen at least any weird driving glitches yet in this run, but I'll jinx myself and we'll start bouncing around like crazy or something. I'm not complaining. Another tire shop. And this one's got zombies. Leave the lights on, blind them a little bit. Alright, that's dealt with. Oh, one more. Oh, that's a tough one. There you go. Use up all my ammo, sir. Hey, alright. Let's see. We got pedal. Got vertical lines on it like the right one should have. Turn that off. I remember that from the nope. It doesn't look right. And that's a van window. No pedals in this one. No taillights in this one. But I will take your tires. Alright, just be sure there is nothing in here we need. Just gonna start moving stuff around. I think that's pretty much all of it. All right. Hey, that's the tire we need. I'll take it. I'm going to move the truck in a little closer. Nice. It's another one. We've refilled our stock of tires. Yep. Don't take anything for now. I think we have enough. For the 4 that we would need. All right. So we didn't find any new parts, I don't think, but we did restock our tires. Do I need to duplicate anything? I don't think so. All the parts I need are mirrored, so... Anything for me? Oh, I do want to check this one again for... This one, yep, this one has diesel. I think we were probably getting low. No, we're good. But we can refill our drum. Take a peek around, get some food and water. This little radio.
Alors, une question.
Hubcap. I did hear that you could put these on as the horn. Let's try that. There's usually a gun over here. Let's replace ours. Take this toot toot. And yeah. Now, if I push the horn button, alright, that one I love. Alright, you sold me. Alright, then there is, I saw that you can do this. Yeah, I wanna do it. We're gonna get out of here. Gotta get some distance. Nice. That is just too fun. You have to do like a cool guys don't look at explosions type of thumbnail or something with that. Let's see here, we're still at one side window, tail light, and clutch. So, I had forgotten about in our original counting, because we didn't know, because the original part thing not being a thing. I had calculated it out as 4 pieces that we needed, but we actually needed 5, and we're back down to 3 pieces now, so that's pretty good. That's progress, baby. We're getting there. I mean, these kind of games they're not a race. It's a long format road trip style game for a reason. If it was a race, there'd be a destination. I'd like to take another trip out to the Mojave Desert. It's such a peaceful place. I stayed a couple of nights at a campground out there. And beautiful place. Looks just like this. And I stayed just off of the big lake off of Hoover Dam there. And, I mean, you know, they say that, they always say that, like, oh, it's cooler at night in the desert. And I had no idea. But yeah, it was downright cold those nights, but it was a beautiful place. Peaceful drive, too. Until you got to the windy parts, where it's, like, nice and open. And we had some, you know, real hot updrafts, so it was making that, some strong crosswinds. I was driving a 32-foot RV at the time, and boy howdy, that was hard to keep on the highway. Get back on the road. What do we get? Thought I saw a car there. Nope. Just dumpsters. Alright. Lights on. One comment said that due to YouTube compression, the night in this game is really hard for y'all to see. So I'll try to be better at using my headlights. Zombies in a coop. Not interested. Pool? Yep. Never found anything of interest in the pools. Like, it's just food. Another tire shop. I'll take it. Be even better if there's a C-18 in there. More zombies. Alright. Big money, no whammies. Okay. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Let's see if there's at least some diesel or something in here. Should probably check our water too. We'll look for specifically just our tires now. And that was the only thing of interest there. You got me this time, tire shop. Trans Am, it looked like. I think that's another Trans Am, actually. It's a Tucker. Not one of those crap piles. Sure is. And there's zombies at this one. Alright. It's fine. I've got plenty of bullets. Alright. Dig around in here, see if we can find anything that looks familiar. Yeah, just van parts, it looks like. I did see you get a Steam unlock when you win one of these. Like it's like a Steam card or something, maybe? I'm not sure. No luck, Chuck. Whoa. Another one of those yucca plants. Gotta watch out for the yucca plants. They will ruin your day. And your run, apparently. I'll skip that one for now. It's another little coop. You can tell I'm starting to get tired. It's my bedtime. My stroke mouth is taking over, and I'm getting a little mush mouthy. Mini stroke years ago, and when I start to get tired and my mouth starts to get a little lazy. Hey, this has been a fun, starting to do these videos and stuff has been a fun exercise. I'm not much of a talker, so trying to do this stuff, and it's kind of been a fun side effect to strengthen those muscles in my face a little bit. Engine feels like it's slowing down a little bit. I think we might be running low on fuel. Another coupe. Yep, there it is. We spun it around. All right. That's all right. We have fuel. Yeah, so that was definitely a glitch or some error in the code or something. Why we were having such amazing gas mileage in this thing the past few episodes. But it's still pretty decent, don't get me wrong, but I think we were getting through the whole episode without having to put anything in it. Trying to find a good stopping point. But, I think that's the Mustang. If we can find another one of those gas stations, that'd be great. I haven't seen one in a while. But, you know, I like to stop at those. They make good backdrops for thumbnails and whatnot. I think there's something just popped in. Oh no. I said, oh, there's something that popped in right as I pop a tire. That's funny. Throw one of these loose ones I got up here on there. I think I've got some. There we go. Blew the front tire. Alright. Alright, buddy. I understand. You're tired. What do we got? One of them gas stations? I think it is, yep. Perfect. And it's got one of our trucks? No way. Alright, we'll check it out. Oh god, it is a bare bones one. Are there any parts of it scattered around throughout it though? I saw these too. I wanted to check out a little experiment. Well, I wanted to take a battery. How's ours doing? So I know a lot of weird stuff in this game is interactable, and this looks like a battery charging station. Nope. That would be interesting. Although alternators have done such a good job in this game, it's usually not an issue to worry about. Alright, I think that's where we'll leave it. We have both indicators now. We have plenty of wheels and tires. We just need this window, tail light, and the clutch pedal. So, also, well, that still says that we're, what, 6 off? So what are we missing? That'd be 59, 60. Pedal would be 61. And then we'd be missing 3, right? Unless maybe it needs the horn as an original part now. I feel like I saw that in the patch notes that it doesn't need the horn anymore. I don't know. We'll figure that out and try again next time. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.